Good morning, students. In today's class, in previous class, we discussed two problems from projection of planes to, that is rectangle problem, set square problem, pentagon. And in this class, I'm going to draw the projection of planes to related to the rhombus. Rhombus is a given plane. I draw the projections of a rhombus having diagonals 100 mm and 50 mm long. The diagonals of the rhombus given as 100 mm and 50 mm long. The smaller diagonal of the which is parallel to both the principal planes, and while thereof other is inclined at 30 degrees to the HP. This is the longer diagonal is inclined at 30 degrees to the HP. This longer diagonal is related to the surface. That means the surface is inclined to 30 degrees, inclined at 30 degrees to the HP. So first of all, the surface is assumed to be parallel to HB. In initial position, the surface must be assumed parallel to HB. If it is assumed parallel to HB, the true shape of the rhombus can be visible from the top side. That is, in the top view, we can visible the rhombus. So first of all, you have to draw the true shape, that is rhombus, in the top view. The top view, where should we draw the top view? Top view must be below the XY line. So you should start with rhombus below XY line. That is the given problem. Okay, let us start the drawing. First of all, draw the XY line. Draw the XY line and draw the this is a VP. It represents the VP vertical plane which is above the XY line, and the horizontal plane represents above below XY line. That means the top view is projected onto the HP and front view is always projected onto the VP. Clear? First of all, draw the perpendicular line to the XY line at extreme left. On that perpendicular line, you have to locate the point A1 at some distance. Randomly locate the point A1. That is the first stage point of rhombus. First position, one of the corner of the rhombus A1. From that A1, draw the horizontal line which is parallel to XY line. Okay, draw the parallel to XY line, draw a horizontal line which is equal to the length of the longer side, that is 100 mm long. This length is 100 mm long. And draw the smaller side, smaller diagonal is which is 50 mm long. From this horizontal line, draw a horizontal line, draw a vertical line at the midpoint of the horizontal line, 50 mm length. That is 25 above the horizontal line and 25 mm below the horizontal line. Total length of the smaller diagonal is 50 mm. So first of all, locate the point A1. From that A1, draw a longer diagonal 100 mm length, that is 10 centimeter length. On that 10 centimeter length, draw a perpendicular at midpoint. That perpendicular line must be having the length 50 mm. That is smaller side of the smaller diagonal of the rhombus. So by joining these points, the rhombus will be get. This is a B1, another corner of the rhombus, C1 and D1. These are the rhombus corners, A1, B1, C1, D1, and join the A1 with B1, the side of the rhombus. Another side of the rhombus is B1, C1, and then C1, D1, and lastly, join the A1 with the D1. This is the rhombus, given rhombus, having the length, that is the diagonal, longer diagonal length 100 mm, smaller diagonal length is 50 mm. Clear? Like that, you have to, first of all, in the initial position, draw a rhombus below the XY line, which represents the top view in the initial position. This top view when the surface is parallel to HP, because the surface longer diagonal is given as 30 degrees to the HP. Here we are locating the in the initial position, the longer diagonal must be parallel to HP. Whenever the longer diagonal is parallel to HP, we have to draw the top view first of all, because in the top view itself, the true shape can be visible. So first of all, you have to draw the true shape. From that true shape, you have to develop the remaining views. Okay, students? And project all the points. Draw the projection lines from each point of the top view towards the XY line, onto the XY line. These are the projector lines from A1, B1, D1, and C1. The projection line which is projected from the B1 also passing through the D1. Both are coincide with each other. These are the projectile lines. So this is a rhombus longer diagonal 100 mm length from this point to this point. Join those 3 points. This is the A1 dash, that is the front view of this point, A1 dash. And this point is, when we're looking from this diagram, when we're looking this diagram from this side, the B1 is visible corner and D1 is invisible corner. Okay, so you have to locate this front view as B1 dash of D1 dash like this. B1 dash of D1 dash, because D1 is invisible corner, therefore its front view is also located in the bracket. Its front view must be located in the bracket, and a B1 dash is the front view of B1. Okay, and next point is C1 dash. This is the front view of C1. Clear? Draw the front view. The front view is a line. Rhombus looks like a line in the front view when it is parallel to, when its surface is parallel to HP. Clear, students? So A1 dash, B1 dash of D1 dash, and C1 dash are the points on the front view of the rhombus. Front view is a line. It looks like a line. This is the front view. And the dimension of the rhombus is longer diagonal is 100 mm. Draw the 2 extension lines from the each point of A1 and C1 and represents the dimension as 100 like this. This is the length of the A1 C1 is 100 mm, that is longer diagonal length. Then draw the extension lines from for the locating the dimension of the shorter diagonal, that is the smaller diagonal B1 D1. The length of the B1 D1 is 50 mm. This is the 50 mm. Okay, these are the dimensions of the rhombus given in the problem. And this is the front view of the rhombus, and this is the top view of the rhombus. Clear? When this front view and top view visible, when the surface is parallel to HP. The surface is parallel to HP in the initial position, these 2 views are possible. Clear? Let us go to the second stage, second position, when the surface is inclined to HP. How much inclination? That is 30 degrees. In this case, the longer diagonal is 30 degrees to the HP. We have to rotate this longer diagonal, that is A1 dash, E1 dash is the longer diagonal in the front view, must be 30 degrees to the HP. That is 30 degrees to XY line. So locate one point on the XY line somewhere else, that is located as A2 dash. That A1 dash is becomes A2 dash in the second stage. Then draw a line which is 30 degrees from the A2 dash. This is the 30 degrees line. The angle is 30 degrees with XY. Sorry, it is 30 degrees. And draw the length of this longer diagonal is 100 mm. Draw a 100 mm length from A2 dash and locate the points B2 dash of D2 dash on this inclined line, which is at the same distance as that of the A1 dash of A1 dash to B1 dash of D1 dash. This is the length, which is almost equal to 50 mm. Half of the longer length is 50 mm. So from A2 dash, locate the B2 dash of D2 dash at a distance of 50 mm. From that 50 mm, again locate, from that point, locate a C2 dash at a distance of 100 mm from the A2 dash. This is the total line length is 100 mm. This 100 mm line is rotating in the second stage. Okay. After locating these second stage front view points, draw the projector lines, that is the projection lines from each point. Draw the projection line from A2 dash and also B2 dash of D2 dash, and also draw the projection line from the C2 dash. These are the vertical projectors from the second stage front view, and draw the horizontal projectors from these points, that is the front top view points. This is the one of the horizontal projector which is passing through A1 and C1, and draw a projector from B1 horizontal projector, and also a projector from D1. This is the projector from D1 point. After getting the grid at the top view, second stage top view, we have to locate the points, the intersection points, the intersection of the projectors, vertical projectors and horizontal projectors. Then we will get the second stage top view here. How to locate the points? The projector, that is a line which is drawn from the A2 dash, will be intersecting the line drawn from the A1 the intersection point is A2. This point is A2. That is the intersection of A2 dash and A1 line. Clear? Similarly, locate the B2 point. The B2 point is the intersection of B2 dash line with B1 line. This is the B2 intersection point in the second stage. Similarly, C2, that is the line which is drawn from the C1 will be intersecting the line drawing from the C2 dash. Therefore, that point intersection point is located as C2. Similarly, D2, the intersection point from the line D2 dash and D1 line, the intersection point is D2. So by joining all the points, these points, we will get the second stage or second position top view after rotating the surface along a diagonal with HP. So join A2, B2 and B2, C2, C2 and D2 and join A2 with D2. This is the rhombus, a reduced size of rhombus when the surface is inclined to HP. Okay. And this is the front view. And this is the top view. Clear? Front view and top view. After when this position front view and top view occurs when the surface is inclined to HP. This is the surface inclined to HP. In this case only the two views are visible. Next, coming to the third stage, here the smaller diagonal, in this case the smaller diagonal is perpendicular to XY line. Perpendicular to XY line. But in the problem, the condition is given is that the smaller diagonal of which is parallel to both the principal planes. So the smaller diagonal must be parallel to XY line in this case. So locate this smaller diagonal is parallel to XY in the third stage. How to locate the third stage? Draw a vertical line. This vertical line represents the longer diagonal of the top view, and draw the smaller diagonal, which is the length of equal to 50 mm here. It is 50 mm. Which is parallel to XY line, which must be parallel to XY line, and locate the A point, that's A2 becomes A in the third stage top view, and locate the point C, that opposite corner, C2 becomes C2C. Similarly, B and D points locate like this, A, B, C, D are the top view points on the third stage, that is the final stage. By joining these points, we will get the rotating rhombus in the top view. This is the diagram which you will get in third stage top view. This means the same size of the top view in the second stage must be equal to the sizes of the top view in the third stage. Okay, the length of the smaller diagonal must be parallel to XY line. Here the length of the smaller diagonal is perpendicular to XY line. We have to rotate the smaller diagonal with parallel to XY line. Like this, you have to draw the top view. Clear? After getting the top view points, top view diagram in the third stage, we have to project all the points, that is draw the projection lines from each point towards the above XY line. So this is the projection from A and C, which is coincide with each other, and the projection from B and the projection line from D. These are the vertical projection lines drawn from each point of the top view in third stage. And also similarly draw the projection lines, horizontal projection lines from the second stage front view. Like this, you have to draw the second stage front view. From the second stage front view, draw the horizontal projections. The projection from A2 dash is XY line itself. Okay. After getting the grid here, third stage front view, you have to locate the point similar to a previous case. That is, the line which is drawn from A, vertical projection, will be intersecting the line drawn from the A2 dash, that is the horizontal projection. That intersection point is located as A dash, that is the front view of A dash. This point is A. Like that, the intersection from the intersection line, that is the intersection point between the line drawn from the B and the line drawn from the B2 dash, this intersection point is located as B dash. Similarly, the intersection between the line from C and C2 dash is C dash. And final point, the intersection between the line from D and D2 dash is D dash. This is the final stage front view points. By joining these points orderly, we will get the final stage front view. These are the join with a dark pencil, dark lead pencil, that is HB pencil. Join these points orderly: A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, and A dash. Join like this, you will get the front view in the final stage after following all the conditions in the problem. Okay, this is the front view, the final stage front view. This is the top view. Okay, when will we get this final stage front view and top view? When the smaller diagonal is parallel to both the planes. This is smaller diagonal parallel to HP and VP. Then we will get these two front view and top views. Clear, students? This is the diagram related to the rhombus with the diagonal is inclined to HP, longer diagonal, and smaller diagonal is parallel to both the planes, HP and VP. Clear? This is the not 45 in this diagram. It is given as 30. Just locate the 30. Okay. Let us go for the next problem, sixth problem as homework. You try this problem. It is a 30 degrees, 60 degrees set square. Do this problem as a homework. I already explained that one of the problem 30 degrees, 60 degrees set square problem. Look at that and draw this homework problem. I will go for seventh problem. This is a seventh problem is related to the semicircular plate. Okay, a semicircular plate of diameter 60, that the diameter length is 60 mm, has its straight edge on VP. That straight edge on VP and inclined at 30 degrees to the HP. The straight edge is inclined at 30 degrees to the HP and also which is located on VP. While the surface of the plate is inclined at 45 degrees to the VP. The surface of the semicircular plate is inclined at 45 degrees to the VP. The surface is inclined to VP here. So draw its projections. So by observing this problem, what is the initial position of the diagram? Initial position of the diagram is that in the initial position, the surface of the semicircular plate is assumed parallel to VP. Assumed to be parallel to VP because the surface is inclined to VP is given. We have to assume that surface is parallel to VP in the initial position, then we can proceed the problem. So after assuming the surface is parallel to VP, then which view can be drawn in the first, you have to draw the front view. Because in the front view itself, whenever we located the surface is parallel to VP, then in the front view, from the front view itself, the true shape will be visible. Okay. So we have to draw first a true shape of the semicircular plate. The true shape is invisible from the front view. So you have to draw the front view first. Where should draw the front view? The front view must be above XY line. You have to draw the front view is always above XY line, that is when it is located in first quadrant. So draw the front view in the front view first in the XY line, above XY line. So let us go for the problem. Let us draw. First to draw the XY line. XY line is the reference line. Draw a perpendicular to above XY line. You have to draw the front view first. That's why I am starting the first diagram above the XY line. That is in the initial position, you have to draw the semicircular plate. Draw the perpendicular line. The straight edge must be on that, but perpendicular line. Because the straight edge is on the VP is given, you have to draw the straight edge on that perpendicular line. Look at that A1 dash, that is straight edge one of the point. A1 dash is the first stage front view, and B1 dash, the length between A1 dash and B1 dash must be equal to 60 because the diameter of the semicircular plate is given as 60. Okay, this is length is 60. That is center point between A1 dash and B1 dash is O. With center point O, draw a straight edge first and draw a semicircle. Clear? This is a semicircle with a straight edge. A1 dash and B1 dash is the front view points. After getting the semicircle, divide the semicircle into 4 equal parts. Okay, divide that semicircle into 4 equal parts from the O, center point O, with 45 degrees angle. This is the angle 45, 45, 45. Each 45 degrees. For every 45 degrees, draw a thin line which divides the circle, semicircle into 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 equal parts. After dividing the semicircle into 4 equal parts, locate the dividing points. These dividing points as B1 dash, C1 dash, D1 dash, and E1 dash. The straight edge is A1 dash, B1 dash is the front view in the first stage, and remaining dividing points as C1 dash, D1 dash, E1 dash. These are the dividing points on the smooth circular semicircular plate. Okay. After dividing this semicircle into number of parts, 4 equal parts, we will get the points, front view points of the semicircle. After getting the front view points, draw a projection lines. Draw the projection lines from each of the point. So draw the projection line from E1 dash and C1 dash. Draw the projection line from B1 dash, and also draw the projection lines from A1 dash and B1 dash, which will coincide with each other. So the semicircle looks like a line from the top. So the top view is a line of semicircle. Whenever the semicircle is parallel to VP, when we're looking from the top side, it looks like a line. So plane look like a line when we're looking parallel to that plane. Clear, students? So let us locate the top view points. This is the A1 of B1. Why we located the A1 of B1 like this? When we're looking the surface from this side, the A1 dash is a visible point and B1 dash is the invisible point. So invisible point must be located in the bracket, and the visible point is located out of the bracket like this. A1 of B1. 1 represents here first stage. Dash represents here the front views. Okay, without dash is the top views. Locate this point as which point is visible from the out of these 2 points. The E is the visible point, C is the invisible point. So E1 of C1 can be write this point as top view. Okay. Next, last point is visible point when we're looking from this side, that is D1. So by joining these 3 points, we will get the top view of the semicircle, which looks like a line. Okay. This is the top view of the semicircle when it is parallel to VP. This is the front view and this is the top view. Front view is a semicircle, top view is a straight line. Then after locating the front view and top view, give the dimension. These 2 positions will be get whenever it is possible when the surface is parallel to VP. This condition, whenever we follow this condition, then only we will get this front view and top view. So give the dimensions. That is the draw the inclined line. How much the surface is inclination? Surface inclination is 45 degrees to the VP. So therefore, draw a 45 degrees inclined line. The length, line length must be equal to the length which will be get in the top view in the first position. First position top view length is equal to the radius of semicircle. What is the radius of semicircle here? This diameter of the semicircle is 60 and radius of the semicircle is 30. So this length is 30. Draw inclined line. The length of that inclined line must be 30 mm. The inclination is 45 degrees. Okay, first of all, locate any point somewhere else on the XY line. From that point, draw an inclined line, 45 degrees to inclined line, XY line, and the inclined line length must be equal to the 30 mm. Clear, students? After drawing after completion of this second stage top view, locate the points on that top. This point on the XY line, the point is becomes A2 of B2. Why? Because this is the first stage point A1 of B1. This becomes A2 of B2 in the second stage. We are rotating this line at 45 degrees to XY. The line points becomes second stage, that is A2 of B2. Then second point is E2 of C2 and last point is D2. These points becomes suffix 2. Suffix 2 represents here the second stage. Suffix 1 is in first stage. Okay. After locating these points, how to locate these points? First, to locate the point on the XY line. From there itself, locate the E2 of C2 at a distance is equal to this distance. This distance is A1 of B1 to E1 of C1 is distance, which must be equal to the A2 of B2 to E2 of C2. Locate like that point. And the end point, that is the end of the line, is D2. From this, each point, draw a vertical projections like this. You have to draw the vertical lines, vertical thin lines from each point after locating the top view points. And also draw the horizontal projections from the initial front view. like this: A1 dash, from A1 dash, from E1 dash, from B1 dash, and C1 dash, finally from B1 dash. These are the horizontal projections. These are the vertical projections. These projections intersect each other. The intersection points will be get the final second stage front view points. So look at the front 2 points, second stage front view points as the line which is drawn from the A2 will be intersecting the line drawn from the A1 dash. That intersection point is located as A2 dash. Okay, like that, locate the B2 dash. B2 dash is the point intersecting between B2 line and B1 dash line. Similarly, C2 dash is the point which is intersecting the line from C2 and C1 dash. This point is C2 dash, and this point is D2 dash. D2 dash will be get the intersection between D2 line and D1 dash line. And E2 dash will be get the line intersecting the line between A2 and A1 dash, E1 dash. So E2 and E2 dash, E1 dash, then we will get the E2 dash. After getting all the points, join these points orderly, then we will get the rotating semicircle. The surface is inclined 45 degrees to the VP. So first to join the A2 dash and B2 dash, and B2, C2 dash, D2 dash, E2 dash is the semicircle. This is the reduced size of semicircle after rotating the surface inclined to 45 degrees. This is the second stage front view. This is the front view. This is the top view on the second stage. This condition, these two views will be get when the surface, when we follow this condition. What is that condition? Surface is inclined to VP. Whenever the surface is inclined to VP, then we will get these two views. So reduced size of semicircle will be visible when the surface is rotated at an angle of 45 degrees with VP, with XY line. Here, let us go for the third stage. What is how to draw the third stage? By following the condition given is that the straight edge is on VP and inclined at 30 degrees to the HP. The straight edges must be inclined at 30 degrees to the HP. Here, what the position of the straight edge? The position of the straight edge is perpendicular to XY line here. This is perpendicular to XY line. We must rotate this straight edge 30 degrees to the XY line in the front view. Then only the following condition is, the given condition is follows. So draw a line 30 degrees inclined to the XY line from any point on the XY line. And this is the 30 degrees inclined line. Locate A dash somewhere else on the that inclined line, A dash. This A2 dash becomes A dash. And locate the point B dash. The distance between A dash and B dash must be equal to the length of the second stage front view. This, how much this length is equal to the diameter of the semicircle. What is the diameter of the semicircle? 60 mm. So first of all, locate the A dash somewhere else. From that A dash at a distance of 60 mm, locate another point. That point is B dash. Okay, this A dash point from that 60 mm distance, at a distance of 60 mm, locate another point on that inclined line. It will be B dash. Okay, A dash B dash is equal to 60 mm. This is the straight edge of the semicircle. Okay, here the straight edge is perpendicular to XY. In third stage, the straight edge is inclined 30 degrees to the XY line. Okay, after that, how to locate these points on the rotating diagram? How to locate from A dash, this distance is equal to this. Draw the parallel line from A dash. This is the parallel line. This is the parallel projection lines. Draw a line perpendicular to A2 dash and B2 dash. Here, draw a line perpendicular to A dash to B dash at a distance is equal to this distance. Okay, locate, measure this distance. At the same distance, draw a perpendicular. How much distance we have to draw this line? The distance is the line length is equal to the line from A2 dash to B2 dash to E2 dash. This length must be equal to the perpendicular length, this length. Okay, and draw another line at the midpoint of the A dash to B dash. This midpoint, draw a perpendicular line. This perpendicular line length must be equal to the length is equal to the second stage front view. This length is equal to this length. Okay, like that you have to locate the another point. Similarly, draw a perpendicular line to A2 dash, B2 dash here. Draw the perpendicular line which is equal to the length is equal to this length. Okay, like that you have to draw the 3 perpendicular lines on the perpendicular lines to the A to A dash to B dash. After drawing the perpendicular lines of required lengths, locate the points on that perpendicular lines. So this is the C dash, because B to B dash is adjacent to B dash, B2 dash, C2 dash is there. Here the adjacent to B dash, you must locate the C dash, and this is the D dash, E dash. After getting the front view points on this semicircle, join all the points orderly, then we will get the third stage front view, which will be rotated view of second stage front view. This second stage front view sizes is equal to the third stage front view sizes, but it is rotated view of second stage front view. Okay, that rotation is 30 degrees. Yeah. After locating the front view points, draw the projection lines from each point. This is the front view. Draw the projection lines from each point, that is from A dash, from B dash, from C dash, from D dash, and from E dash. When we draw the projection from E dash, which will be coincide with the A dash, these projection lines are both are same. So after getting the vertical projectors, draw the horizontal projection lines from each point of the second stage top, like this. So after drawing the projection from each point of the top view, horizontal projections, locate the intersection points on the top. So what are the intersection points? The intersection between A dash line and A2 line is located as A. This is the point A. Similarly, the intersection point between B dash line and the B2 line, this is intersection point which is located as B. This is B point. Similarly, the intersection point between C dash line and the C2 line, that is intersection point, is located as C. This is the top view of point C. Similarly, D point. This D point is the intersection between D dash and D. Corresponding intersection projection lines, the corresponding projection lines will be intersecting with each other. Those intersection points will be located as corresponding points. D point. Similarly, E. E is the line which is drawn from the E dash. E is the point which is drawn from the E dash, and E2 line, the intersection point is E. So by locating all the points in the top view, join orderly with these points, we will get the top view, final stage top. So join AB with a straight line, straight edge which is on the XY line in the final stage, and join B, C, D, A orderly with a smooth curve. This is the, after rotating, we will get the semicircle in the top view. Here, this is the final stage top view. This is the final stage front view. Clear? So here, the surface is inclined to 45 degrees, then we will get these two views. When the straight edge is inclined to XY line or inclined to HP, then we will get these two views. These two views will be possible when the straight edge is inclined to HP. So straight edge, this is the straight edge which is inclined to HP. Clear, students? This is the semicircle problem. Let us go for the next problem. That is a circular plane. This is the last problem in the projection of planes too. I draw the projections of a circular plane of diameter 80 mm. The circular plane diameter is given as 80 mm, resting on the HP on a point on its circumference. It is resting on HP by resting on one of its point on its circumference. The plane of circle is inclined at 45 degrees to HP. The plane of circle is 45 degrees to HP. That means the surface is inclined to HP. And the top view diameter through that point means the point which is located on HP, the diameter passing through that point makes an angle of 60 degrees with XY line. So the diameter which is passing through the point which is located on HP makes an angle of 60 degrees with XY line. Here, this is the given problem. Let us start the problem. First, to draw the XY line, similar to remaining problems, XY line. And where should we draw the in the first position? we should draw the first position because the surface is inclined to HP. In the initial position, the surface is assumed parallel to HP. Okay, the surface first preference goes to the surface inclination. Then second preference you have to give the other inclination, that's edge inclination or that is a side inclination. So surface inclination is 45 degrees to the HP given. You have to give the first preference is, to the surface inclination. Whenever the surface inclination is inclined to the HP, then we have to assume that surface is parallel to HP in the initial position. Whenever we assume the surface is parallel to HP, the true shape visible from the top side. Okay, the true shape is visible from top side. So the top view must be drawn in the first position. So top view you have to draw initially. Where should you draw the top view? The top view must be drawn below XY line. The top view is always below XY line when it is located in first quadrant. Okay, the top view must be drawn below XY line. So let us start. First to draw the perpendicular line to the XY line. Locate one point on that perpendicular line somewhere else, A1. That is a point on the circumference of the circle, A1 in the first stage, top view first stage. Draw the horizontal, the line which is equal to the length of the diameter of the circular plane, that is 80 mm. This is the 80 mm length. Okay, draw the horizontal line which is parallel to the XY line of length 80 mm from that A1. And locate the center point that for that horizontal line, O1, center point for that horizontal line. That means locate the O1 at a distance of 40 mm from A1 because total length is 80 mm. Locate the O1 at a distance of 40 mm from A1. After locating the center point with the center, take the radius as 40 mm. Diameter is given as 80 mm. Take the radius as 40 mm. With this O1 as center, draw a circle. Okay, like this, you have to draw a circle. This is the vertical diameter. This is the horizontal diameter. After getting the circle, divide that circle into number of equal parts. I am dividing the circle into 8 equal parts. So how to divide the circle into 8 equal parts? Draw a 45 degrees line from the horizontal line. Then we will get another line, which is at an angle of 45 degrees to the horizontal line. And draw another line, inclined line, which makes an angle of 45 with the horizontal line or vertical line. Like that, you have to divide this circle into 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this, you have to divide this circle into 8 equal parts. After dividing the circle into 8 equal parts, locate the edge point, that is the points on the circumference, dividing points on the circumference as B1, C1, D1, E1, E1, G1, and H1. These are the points on the circumference. So on this point, out of these, how many points? 8 points. That is 8 points, total 8 points. Out of these 8 points, one of these points on the HP. This is the one of these points on the HP is given in the problem. Here, draw the projections of the circular plane of diameter resting on the HP on a point on its circumference. One of the point is on must be HP. So this A1 is on the HP. I'm locating this A1 is on HP. Okay. After dividing the circle into 8 equal parts, we will get the points, top view first stage points. From each point, we have to draw the projection lines onto the XY line like this. Vertical projection lines from each point onto the XY line. We will get the points on the XY line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points we will get. So what are these points? How to locate? How to naming these points? So A1, the point which is drawn from the projector A1, the front view of A1 is A1 dash. This point is A1 dash. And this projection line intersecting the XY line, this point is located as B1 dash of H1 dash because B1 dash point is visible, B1 is visible and H1 is invisible. So that's why we are locating B1 dash of H1 dash is the point. Like that, how to locate C1 dash of G1 dash, D1 dash of F1 dash, and last point is E1 dash. So when looking this diagram from this side, A1 to E1 are visible points. A1, B1, C1, D1, E1 are visible points. and F1, G1, H1 points are invisible points. Okay, that's why these 3 points is within the bracket. After getting the front view points, join all the points with a thick pencil. We will get the front view of the circle. The front view of circle is a line. Dear students, this is the front view of circle, which is a line. Front view on top. Top view is the circle, front view is the line. These 2 positions will be get when the condition is plane of circle is parallel to HP. Plane of circle is parallel to HP, then we will get these 2 views. Okay. In the next stage, we have to rotate this line because the surface inclination is 45 degrees to HP. Rotate this line at an angle of 45 degrees. The line length must be equal to this line length. How much this line length, which is equal to diameter of the circle. What is the diameter of the circle is 80 mm. So you have to draw the 80 mm length at an angle of 45 degrees. And locate these points on this inclined line. How to locate? Here A1 dash becomes A2 dash here, A2 dash on the XY line. Our remaining points is similar, B2 dash of H2 dash, the B1 dash of H1 dash becomes B2 dash of H2 dash, which is equal to the distance between these 2 points. Measure this distance from A1 dash, B1 dash of H1 dash, and locate the B2 dash of H2 dash in the same length from A2 dash. Like that, you have to locate all the points on the inclined line. And locate C2 dash of G2 dash at a distance of 40 mm from A2 dash. And locate D2 dash of F2 dash, which is at a distance of A1 dash to D1 dash of F1 dash. And locate the final point is E2 dash. These are the second stage front view, which is inclined at 45 degrees to the XY line. Yeah. And after getting the front view points, draw the projectors from each point. These are the projection lines from each point. Dear students, after drawing the projection from each point, vertical projection, draw the horizontal projections from A1 and E1, B1, D1, C1, H1, F1, and G1. These are the horizontal projections from the first stage top view. After intersections, after getting the intersection points, locate the intersection points as A2. That is the intersection point between the line A2 dash and A1 is the A2. And the intersection point B2 is line coming from the B2 dash and B1. That is the intersection point is B2. C2 is the point of intersection between C2 dash and C1. D2 is the point of intersection between D2 dash and D1. E2 is the intersection point between the E2 dash line and E1 line. F2 is the point of intersection between F2 dash line and F1 dash F1 line. G2 is the intersection point between the G2 dash line and G1. And H2 is the intersection, the point of intersection between H2 dash line and H1. Like that, you have to locate the corresponding points as a suffix 2, with suffix 2, that is the second stage top. After getting the top view points, you have to join these two, all the points, join all the points, then we will get the ellipse. The circle looks like an ellipse in the second stage top view. When the surface of the circle is rotated with HP, in the top view, it looks like an ellipse. Okay, this is the second stage top view after rotating the circle. This is a front view and top view. These two views will be get when we follow the plane of circle is inclined to HP. Plane of circle is inclined to HP, then with these two views will be developed. Then go to the third stage. How to draw the third stage? Top view of diameter to this point. Where what is the point which is located on the XY line? This is the A2 dash or A2. The diameter which is passing through this A2, this is A2 E2, which makes an angle of 60 degrees with XY. So now in the second stage, the position of the diameter which is passing through the A2 is parallel to XY. So rotate this A2 E2 at an angle of 60 degrees to XY. So that's why draw a 60 degrees line and locate A point somewhere else on that inclined line, and locate E point at a distance which is equal to the top view diameter. This is A to E2 length is equal to AE. Like that, you have to locate the E point and draw the perpendicular to this 60 degrees line, which indicates the longer diameter. This is the longer diameter of the ellipse, which is equal to the length is equal to here. Locate these points, end points of that longer diagonal as C and G. Okay, after getting A, E, C, G, the remaining point will be get like this. You have to draw the parallel lines to the AE line. The parallel lines must be equal to the at a distance which is equal to this distance. So draw two parallel lines on either side, on both sides, which is equal to the length, which is equal to the A2, H2. This distance, measure this distance, and at the same distance, draw two parallel lines to the AE on either side, and locate on the parallel lines B of the A, C, and D. This is the point is D, and this then point is E. Next point is F, G, and next point is H. Like that, you have to locate all the points on that line, on perpendicular lines, and by joining all the points, we will get the rotated that is the ellipse. This is the ellipse in this position. In this third stage position, the smaller side, the smaller diagonal, that is the diagonal which is passing through A2, which is located on XY, which makes an angle of 60 degrees with XY here. Okay. So after getting the top view points like this, you have to draw a projection lines from each point from the top view, vertical projection lines, from F, from G, from H. So the projector which is drawn from E, which is also coincide with the H projector, and also the projector drawn from C, which is coincide with the projector drawn from the B. Okay. After drawing the vertical projectors, draw the horizontal projectors from each point of the from the second front view. Like this, you have to draw the horizontal projections from each point of the second front view. After getting the grid in the third stage front view, how to locate the intersection points. So intersection points located as A dash, B dash, C dash up to H dash. So how to get the A dash now? A dash is the intersection, point of intersection between A projector and A2 dash projector. This point is A dash. Similarly, the point of intersection between B line and B2 dash line is the B dash. And the point of intersection between C line and C2 dash line is intersection point is C dash. Similarly, the intersection point between the projector from D and D2 dash is the D dash. The E dash is the point of intersection between E line and E2 dash line. The F dash is the point of intersection between F line and F2 dash line. The G dash is the point of intersection between G line and G2 dash line. And the H dash is the point of intersection between H line and H2 dash line. These are the points of intersections in the front view. After getting the front view point, join all the points with a smooth curve. Then we will get this shape. This is the front view of the circle. Front view, final stage front view. Okay. After rotating the surface at an angle of 45 degrees and also the 60 degrees with the 60 degrees, the diagonal is the 60 degrees with XY line, then we will get the final stage front view is this, final stage top view is this. Okay. This is the front view and this is the top view. Like this, you have to draw a projection of planes 2 in 3 stages. The third stage will get if we follow the condition given is that the diameter of top view, this is the top view, diameter of top view, this is the diameter of top view, inclined to XY line. This is inclined to XY line, that we will get this top view and front. Dear students, like this, you have to draw the projection of planes 2. I am closing this class. In the next class, I will discuss the projection of solids, that is under unit 4. Okay. Bye, students.